Hi guys, just wanted to stop in and give you a little tour of your Google Classroom this week so you know what to do and when. We're going to start with the Transcontinental Railroad review. So it says number 1, start here. So you're going to click on that. Then you're going to click on the Transcontinental Railroad review video. It's a song. You'll think it's really funny. Go ahead and watch that. It's about a 3-minute video. And then you're going to click on the hyperdoc, Transcontinental Railroad Review. It asks all these questions. These are all things that you already know, things you have already learned, but they're also in that video. There's another link right here to the video in case you need it again. So go ahead and watch the video, answer these questions, and then click the Turn It In button so it gets submitted to me. Okay, that was number 1. See how I numbered them for you. Number 2, this is information about the impacts of the Transcontinental Railroad. So we learned all the facts about it. Now we're going to move on to the impacts that it had on the United States. So you're going to click on this. It says number 1, number 2. This is just the first video. I had to break it up in 2. You're going to click on this. It's going to take you to YouTube to watch that.
Hi guys.
Okay, there's a quick starter of it. Okay, you're going to click on that, watch that, then go on to video number 2, which is labeled number 3 here. Click on that and watch that. That's all the information that you're going to need to know for the next activities. Number 4 is where we're going to talk about the impacts of the Transcontinental Railroad. So we're going to talk about, are they positive impacts? Are they negative impacts? And I want to know what you think. So some of these you may have different answers than somebody else. You may think it was positive for somebody or negative for somebody else. So what you're going to do is I've created a hyperdoc here with positive and negative sides. You're going to scroll down, and all the way down I have pictures with captions that I want you to put into the positive or negative columns. Now, what you can do is you can scroll, but you can drag and drop it in. It doesn't really work as well. What I would suggest is right-clicking, copy, go up, and put it where you want it, and paste it. Shows up nice and neatly in the column where you want it, and then it's still down here. That's perfectly fine. They're all numbered and go all the way down. Okay. Now on the last 2, I did not include the captions. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to go look at the pictures, see what you think you see, and decide what you think the caption would be, and then again copy and paste it into the positive or negative. So the way that you're going to change the caption is you're going to double click on this. It's going to open Google Drawing. You can look at this picture. Okay, up here you can zoom it, and then you click right here, delete my caption, and then write your own, and then save and close. Okay, so tell me what you think you see here, what you think this picture represents. Okay, there's really no wrong answers as long as it, makes sense. Again, the same thing here. Okay, it's add your own caption. So double click on there, right there, add your own caption. Okay, and then save and close. Okay, and then again, turn it in so I get it. Okay, now the last thing that you're going to do, this is a collaborative document that I have. I've posed a question for you about the positive and negative impacts of the Transcontinental Railroad. What do we think? Do we think it was more positive, or do we think it was more negative? Now, I'm not going to let you choose your stance on this because I want you to look at it from both sides. So if you have an odd number, you will be defending the positive stance. So you think that it had a more positive effect on the United States. If you're an even number, you're going to be defending the negative stance. So you think it was more negative than positive. So once you post your answer, you're going to need to defend it with at least 3 pieces of evidence and then comment about each one of those. So I think it was positive because it created easier ways to get across the United States. Give me evidence about that and then talk about that. And then after everybody has posted, I will let you know, and I'll send out a little note, and then you will go back and reply to 3 of your classmates' posts. So I want you to find one with the same stance. So if you're an odd, you're going to find another odd person or an odd number, and reply to them. And then you just have to say, I agree. I also think this or that, just like you would in class. Maybe elaborate on something they said. And then if you're an even number, you're going to go find one of those. And then you need to find two with the opposite stance. So I disagree because blah, blah, blah. Okay. Remember our classroom expectations about discussions. So the same thing as in class, we stop and we listen to what somebody else has to say and we think about it. And then we come up with our response, and our responses are going to be respectful. We're going to respect each other's opinions, and we always use evidence to support our responses. If you have any questions, let me know. Remember, this is your assessment for this unit, so there's not going to be a test. This is your assessment, so make sure to proofread your responses before you submit. Make sure they all make sense. I have not turned on the editing button for this, so you can't go back and edit your response. So just make sure you proofread them before you hit turn it in. Alrighty, let me know if you guys have any questions. Have a good night.